Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Aussie Farming in the Philippines. Well, so today was the last day of the cupboards-ish. So I whacked a clear coat of varnish on them, a nice clear coat, and they sort of like come up sexy as hell. So it will certainly do the job. Now there's a couple of little adjustments I've got to do on the door still. This just brings one out a little fraction here. These ones here are, this is different size timber. The worst thing, when they build this, being the builders they are, the quality they are, like if I was to do this, which I've done this before, is I make up a template. So I put a template on for the brackets, and when I drill them, they're going to be 100% perfect. But of course, these guys, I think they've just laid them on their side and said, all right, there it is there, that will do. But so some will go straight, and some will actually go on an angle. And of course, if it goes on an angle, it can't get into the metal. So what I've had to do was drill out the side so that they can go straight. So that happened to a lot. And it's the same with the hinges here as well. With the hinges, they're not all the same. Like I would have made up a template to go over the end of the doors because they're all the same length. And with that template, I could have routed out all these holes, and they would have, every door would have been exactly the same. But here they're not. Some are up here, some are down there. They're all over the fucking place. But not to worry, so this is pretty good. Now the last problem I've got is this one here. So this is a slide out, and the bracket at the back here is touching. So what I'm going to have to do is take this one out, cut it off at the end, and bring it back 3 inches and weld it back on again. And that way it will close okay, because there's no brackets or anything. These things here will still go back nicely, if you know what I mean. They'll still go back in. So that's what I'm going to have to do, is just cut that off. But she'll be right. I'll get there. She'll be right, mate. But overall, it's okay. I said a nice coat of lacquer. It will varnish lacquer, whatever you want to call it, make it easier for wiping down. But I do have a set of rollers. These rollers, I do have a few sets of those in the tool room. So when I first come here, I was going to make my new workbench up, and I was going to put drawers up underneath with all the nuts and bolt packages all inside. But of course it didn't get round. One of those jobs you didn't fucking do. But I have got those slides. I found them on the clean out of the shed tool room. But if they're the soft closing ones, then I'll definitely change them over if they're the soft closing ones. Because with those ones, it's just beautiful. But I don't know, so I'll go and have a look-see and see what I can come up with. I'll be back. Right, well here we go. Look, so these are much heavy, more duty. Full extension, push open. How good is that? Just touch and I'll slide out. So I think they'll go all right looking at the length. But it depends what it is down inside. But because the top is different from the bottom, of course. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get ones that are shorter in length. But I'll have a look later on. But overall, I said, guys, I'm quite happy with that. The only thing I'm not happy with this thick door with the water damage where it's welded as well. But the others, I think it's 17mm, and this is 21mm or some bloody thing like that. So that's the only thing I'm not happy with overall. But she's come along good. So tomorrow, moving forward, looking forward to tomorrow, is I'm going to close in all this gaps up underneath here. All this, close all in tomorrow morning. Close it all in, hit it with some rust preventative as well. And I'm still undecided about tiles or the epoxy. I think I really want to go for the epoxy. I really do. Because I can buy those shoes online, I can buy the sponge online. And it's just getting the, like I said, is it in the supply here? Because one area we looked at, I forget which shop it was in, we said, oh, do you have the floor epoxy A and B? And they said, yes, they're over here. But they only had like, I think it was 4 or 5 different colours. And out of that, they only had like 2 fucking tins of each. And it's like, so it's a supply. So maybe I'll have to get on to Cliffy and see what Cliffy can find for us. Cliffy from the Aussie Paint Shop in Carmen, guys, go and see him. He'll give you a discount if you mention our name. You know. So there we go, guys. So I'm happy with that. I'll just keep the fan on them all night. It's all dry now, but we're not using them. So just leave the fan going and make sure they set really hard. And tomorrow we can put everything back, because at the moment we've got shit everywhere. Absolute everywhere. Alright guys, this is us on the update. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll catch us all later on. Thanks for watching. Please share, subscribe, or bye.